I'm building a golf simulator only using products from Home Depot because I'm about to become a dad, I have zero DIY skills, and that needs to change. I have some rules. All products must come from Home Depot. Once I'm finished, I have to invite my manly friends over to inspect my DIY skills and give my simulator a score. Yeah. That's pretty much all I got. Let's get to work. Since I'm a liability when it comes to DIY, I figured a good place to start is ChatGPT. It actually gave me a great product list and blueprint for what I was about to build. I also asked ChatGPT if I could build a launch monitor from only Home Depot products. The answer? However, I did find this Garmin on the Home Depot website. Unfortunately, it was sold out. So you technically can get a launch monitor from Home Depot, but for the sake of the video, I'll have to use my SkyTrack that I have on hand. With all the prep work out of the way, it's time to head to Home Depot. I've got my shopping list. There's a golf simulator in there somewhere. We just gotta find it. Let's do this thing. I grabbed a professional cart and did the first thing that every macho man does when he walks into Home Depot. Quick question for you. Where would EMT conduit be?
Aisle 3 and the very first bay on this side.
Amazing. Appreciate you, brother. EMT conduit is basically just a metal pipe. I decided to go with 1.5 inch for the frame of my simulator.
I'm gonna go ahead and snag a full bushel. I think this should be enough. All on a day's work.
One item down. I was feeling pretty confident, but it wasn't long until I ran into my first issue.
I'm having trouble finding the 90-degree and T connectors for the conduit. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. There's just a lot of different options, and I don't know which one is the right one.
I searched hard for these connectors, but had zero luck. And then this Home Depot employee, Matthew, asked me if I needed help. So I explained to him what I was trying to do.
I'm building a golf simulator, so I'm not really using this for plumbing or anything. It's just like the frame of a golf simulator.
Right. Matthew got right to work helping me solve my problem. He led me to a new aisle and found the connectors that I needed. He also showed me these things that you put on the end of each pole that makes them threaded so that you can just twist them right into the connectors. Genius. Matthew was solving problems that I didn't even know I had.
Matthew, you're a legend. Appreciate you. Thanks for all the help, man.
With the most important supplies under my belt, I kind of went on a roll grabbing the rest of the stuff that I needed. I'll use this drop cloth as an impact screen, and I'll use the bungees to secure that to the frame. Not sure what a grommet is, but ChatGPT said I needed them. Zip ties, black spray paint, foam to make a turf mat, and of course, turf. Which was kind of cool. They actually cut it to the exact length that you asked for. With everything on my shopping list crossed off, I checked out, and honestly, it was cheaper than I expected. Not gonna lie to you guys, I was pretty proud of myself coming out of Home Depot. I got everything I needed in one trip. I definitely won't be coming back here for anything else. I 100% have all the supplies I need. Also, I'm just realizing I had something in my teeth that entire segment. Sick. We have now entered phase 2 of this project, building phase. This is where the rubber meets the road, ladies and gentlemen, and this is what I'm notoriously bad at. I've struggled to put together golf simulators in the past that had full-blown instruction manuals and videos.
1. Pole B. Then insert the pole into the female.
I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but we're gonna give it a shot. Here is all the supplies that we have. Doesn't look like much, but this is about to be a full-blown golf simulator. Let's build this thing. First thing I'm doing is painting all the conduit pipes black. I want this thing to look good.
I got right to work spraying away, but may have underestimated the surface area of these poles, which led to my worst nightmare. I reluctantly went back to Home Depot, grabbed more spray paint, and finished up spraying the poles.
While that paint dries, I'm actually gonna build my turf mat. I've got this foam padding, and obviously the turf that's gonna go on top, and I'm gonna glue them together.
First thing I did was lay out the turf. As you can see, it was cut a little bit crooked, so we'll have to fix that. I then laid out 4 of the foam mats to get the exact dimensions for the turf. Then I traced the mats and cut the turf to the correct size.
So now I'm just gonna lather both of these guys up with copious amounts of glue.
This glue was super satisfying. It kind of looked like a spider web.
Spidey web.
After covering both sides with glue, I laid the turf down on top of the foam.
Now it's time to build our frame. This is the area we have to work with. So the plan is to build basically a box in this space right here, 8 feet high, 10 feet wide, 4 feet deep. So next step is gonna be cutting our conduit.
The tool I had to cut conduit was this little clamp with a pizza cutter in it. It worked, but it definitely took a lot of effort. You had to keep twisting it around the pole until it gradually cut it. Just not the most efficient way to do this.
Dude, that was a grind. My hands are beat up from that. That was a grind.
After cutting everything down to the correct size, I had to screw these little end thingies on to every single pole. These are the things that Matthew told me about that make everything threaded, which is gonna make it a lot easier when I put this whole thing together.
Now all we gotta do is build our structure, which shouldn't be that hard.
Got to work on building the structure. At this point, pretty easy just putting together pieces, or so I thought.
Guys, we have a problem. We have a problem. Okay, so the issue we're running into right now is
Basically, I bought these pieces for the corners and I needed to buy these pieces. And to make matters just a little bit worse, I already spray painted these ones, so I can't return them. Not a huge deal, but just a waste of like 40 bucks.
You know what that means. Back to Home Depot. Back from Home Depot, we got the pieces that we need. These little guys here should do the trick. That's a beautiful sight there. That is a beautiful sight.
After grabbing the right pieces, the frame went up super quick. Ladies and gentlemen, we are rocking and rolling.
Let's go. Let me show you guys the angles here that I'm working with. Bang, triple threat, and another triple threader up there. And then I just went with a little 90-degree John down here to leave that front open. I feel like I could do pull-ups on this thing right now. No, probably not. But next on our list of things to do is the impact screen. So I have this heavy-duty canvas drop cloth, and then I have this thing, it's called a grommet kit. First, I wanna just check and make sure this canvas is actually big enough. Oh yeah. This thing is obviously plenty big and I'll probably have a little bit of extra. Let's go.
Time for some grommets. Not gonna lie to you guys, these were a little bit tougher than I thought. I had to watch a few YouTube videos to figure them out.
You take the male grommet, put that right on top of it, then you put your tarp over that, and then you take the...
It took me a while, but I finally got the hang of it. By that time, it was pretty late, and my wife didn't appreciate all the loud noises, so I called it a day.
All right, so running into a little bit of an issue. The drop cloth here is way too big.
I ended up having to cut about 4 feet off the drop cloth so that it would fit the frame. I then measured out where I wanted all the grommets to go and got to work.
Grommets are all secured.
I don't know if I mentioned it, but to hang up the drop cloth, I'm double looping these bungee cords through. Hopefully that holds.
Let's hang this puppy up. This is a big moment.
While I hang this up, I just want to say thank you for 250,000 subscribers. My wife and I made a bet 6 months ago that if I hit 250K, I could keep a golf simulator in our house. And thanks to y'all, we did it. I'm building this Home Depot one to test my DIY skills, but after I'm done, I'm going to take it down and put up this brand new simulator I got from Rain or Shine. Once again, can't thank y'all enough. Now let's get back to it.
Let's go. I'm so fired up about this right now.
I was pretty fired up. The frame looks great, although I didn't love the massive gaps in the top and the sides. So I needed to find something to cover that up, which unfortunately, we know what that means. I found this black plastic that people use to keep weeds out of their flower bed. Looks like it also doubles as a simulator frame cover.
Plan is for this to go on the outside. It's gonna wrap all the way around.
The garden fabric worked amazing. I wrapped it all the way around the outside of the frame and zip tied it tight.
Every step now, it's really coming together. It's looking a lot better. I'm freaking pumped. I've been drinking green tea all day.
Before I have my friends come over and inspect it, I want to make sure it actually works. Is the drop cloth just gonna rip when I hit a ball into it? Also, will it stop the ball quick enough so that it doesn't put a hole in my drywall? These were the questions swirling around in my head. Let's test it out.
Woo! All right, here, moment of truth. I'm gonna start out relatively light. I've got my Tacomo 50 degree. Hopefully this thing works. It looks really good. Like I'm excited to hit into this right now. The mat feels good. It looks like the glue has stayed on. Everything's like intact. Let's see if it can take a swing. Ready? Ah, please work. Please work. Dude, let me just inspect here. No holes.
I also checked behind the drop cloth and no holes in the drywall.
Now we move on to technology and finishing touches.
I bought this projector and universal projector mount on the Home Depot website. The first step was to build the projector mount. This turned out to be a little bit more difficult than I expected. It was supposed to be a universal mount, but it didn't really fit the projector I bought. I could only connect one screw, but I guess it kind of worked. The next step was to mount the projector on the ceiling. I do not suggest trying this without a ladder. I I got the projector mounted, and now it's time to connect it to my laptop that will be running the SkyTrack system. I decided to go old school with this 20-foot long HDMI cord. I need somewhere for my laptop to sit, so I'm gonna build a shelf directly next to the door. I don't have a shelf on hand, but I think I know somewhere that does. When I got home, I installed the shelf.
Huh? Come on.
I also had him cut me more turf so I could put it directly under the screen so golf balls don't bounce all over the place after I hit them. As I was cleaning up, getting ready for the boys to come over, I had an unsuspected visitor.
This is Maggie's first time seeing it. What do you think?
It looks really nice.
Would you say it looks like professionally done?
No.
Okay. Okay. Would you say you're proud of me, though?
Sure.
As a final touch, I added these LED lights. After way too many trips to Home Depot, this whole setup cost me $427.
All right, the boys are here. They're right behind this door. We're gonna open it up and they're going to give me their reaction to the Home Depot simulator. I'm honestly like a little bit nervous. This is my handiwork, this is my craftsmanship, and it's going to be getting scrutinized. Let's see what they think. Okay. Just hey, give it a little inspection before you say anything.
These are my buddies Mike and Max. Mike is a serial DIYer and Max is a former Division I golfer, which make them the perfect pair to inspect my Home Depot setup.
Projector up here, we got the launch monitor, mats. I bought these little pads and then you can buy little turf and I glued them together.
This guy's a genius.
So all this is from Home Depot and all the material has like a different purpose. Like it's not obviously meant for a golf simulator.
Anyone can go to Home Depot and build a golf.
I do have some concerns of the top left. Functionally, I would like to try it.
My buddy Mike went straight for the driver, which had me a little bit nervous because I haven't exactly hit driver on this thing yet.
I haven't hit a driver on it yet.
These are metal bars, so like if I hit it high,
It's coming right back at you, yeah, for sure. Just please don't break anything, Mike.
I'm not.
Please. I worked hard on this. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe we call our losses. Maybe we cut our losses there.
I'm gonna do a relaxed swing.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it easy.
Oh my gosh.
One complaint is this needs to get pushed down. Like this needs to get stuck on the ground.
Dude, no hole.
No hole.
No hole.
Let's go!
Before giving it a final score, the boys will be competing in a closest to the pin challenge for some brand new Tacoma irons.
Bro, come on. Wait, this guy's like basically a professional golfer.
Hole number 7 at Pebble Beach. Little downhill par 3.
Quick game of rock, paper, scissors, shoot to decide the order. Max won.
You wanna go first or second? I'll go first.
Oh!
Woo! That looked good, I can't lie.
No clue.
Oh, that's good. 13.3 feet.
Guys.
Okay, 13 feet's the number to beat.
All right, guys, it's gonna take a borderline miracle.
Ooh!
Come on! Why did I fall out of it? It's going right.
Bro, pretty good.
Why did I fall out of it?
It's like, it's in the ocean.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
By a very wide margin, Maximus. There you are, brother.
Thank you.
Now you guys have seen the simulator, you've tested it out. My final question is, what would you rate this simulator on a scale of 1 to 10?
8.
Whoa, Max?
I was gonna say like 8.5. I would definitely use this on a daily basis. And it reminds me just like a PGA Tour Superstore or any high quality simulator. I'd use it a lot.
Dude, that's high praise.
So there you have it. For $427, you can improve your golf game and your DIY skills. If you enjoyed this video, maybe watch the one on the screen right now. I think you're gonna like it. Love you guys.